Going to make a play with good coverage that time. First down here for this offense. Back to pass. It's Sorsby. Looking to scramble. Extending the play now. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the marker.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. On the run, it's Kiner. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush. The Bearcats will come to the line to crank up the tempo. The DB's backing off from the line now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Can they keep this drive going? It's fourth down and 6. Back to throw. It's Sorsby. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Dropping back. It's Johnson. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He slings this one deep down the left side. And he is wide open for a huge gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Commodores come to line looking to crank up the tempo. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Moves the ball up to the 30. The game makes it 2nd and medium. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the 1st down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the Bearcats pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. And the wideout goes in motion. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. Looks like the Bearcats line up on 1st and 10 now. Here comes a handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, it's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Bearcats looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution of the championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play. Good coverage that time. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Makes a quick catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Only Commodores looking to crank up the tempo a bit. To the air, it's Johnson. He's escaping the pocket now. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the kickoff will be returned. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's out of bounds here on the return. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll have to hurry now, second down with the clock ticking. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Moves left out of the pocket. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. The offense going with the hurry up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Gets rid of it on the move. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This quarterback on fire today.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's Bell. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play and a drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. To the air, it's Johnson. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Breaks loose at the 40. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Commodores will kick it deep to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And he's got some space here. On the move. Can they catch him? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. Wow, kick return for a touchdown in the national championship game. This place has come unhinged.
You know, we get so caught up in offense and defense, sometimes people like to overlook the importance of special teams. Here's a great reminder. Big-time blocks up front, and the speed of the return man, he takes it all the way to the end zone.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They keep feeding the running back, but he's had nowhere to go tonight. They've been dominated at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Looking downfield, it's Johnson. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Going to try to use his legs here. Gets into space at the 50. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
Boy, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
And he knocks through the PAT. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. So it's second down and long here from the 13. From the shotgun, drops back. On the run, he'll let it go. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Turner trying to create good field position. Bringing it out. It's Smith. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Scanning the field. It's Sorsby. Trying to extend the play. On the move, looking deep. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. But just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. On the run here, lets it go. Complete to the running back on this fourth down play. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Bearcats looking to run some tempo here. He's picked for a third time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
And he'll be brought down. Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the out route.
You know, with the lead in the national championship in the second half, there are a lot of offensive coordinators around the country that would be more conservative, run the ball, keep the clock moving. I love the fact that this offensive coordinator takes a chance here, throws the football, shows the confidence he has in a quarterback, and it really pays off for him.
Looking to throw. It's Johnson. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Throws it to the right. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Bearcats come to the line and run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the football. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. All day to throw, finally lets it go to the left side. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Breaks loose at the 45. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to throw. It's Sorsby. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you get the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Takes the handoff. It's Alexander. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. And the Commodores hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down. Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Bringing pressure. Nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. Defense recovers the ball. Take away.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Can't quite get there. They'll spot the ball at the 2-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
They're going to run the option. Touchdown, Commodores. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they tack on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
On the run, he'll let it go. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, it's going to cost him.
A gain sets up a 3rd down play. Tailback with another carry. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with...
And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. Looks like the Bearcats come to the line in a hurry-up. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. To throw, it's Sorsby. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. The Bearcats trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. 1st and goal for the offense.
Jackrabbit.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team. The character, the culture, the way they're coached. That's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Using his legs here. Here's the throw deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. The offense really clicking here. And looking to throw now on first down. The pass rush closing in. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him. The sack sets up 2nd down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass. It's Johnson. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. No press here. The defense backing away. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move his sticks. More than enough for a first down. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. Offense
looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Second down after the incompletion. To throw, it's Johnson. Throws a bullet deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Oh, they've got him for a sack. Trying to pad the lead here on the final play. The defense had other ideas. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For the first time ever, national champions and your kings of the college football world, the Vanderbilt Commodores.